Hello and welcome to another edition of Fascinating Words and Phrases. Gareth and I love to research phrases that we use all the time, and today is no exception. In fact, we were discussing before we came on air about some of the explanations, or what's the word when you want to say something and shock somebody, and they say, "Oh my goodness," and then it's an expletive. Well,
Yeah,
in olden times, they didn't use expletives. They said things like Gordon Bennett
yeah.
as an area of surprise. But that's not the origin of it, is it? Gareth,
No,
tell
no.
us.
I'm actually surprised by this one because I always thought that it was potentially Cockney rhyming slang or something like that. But I kind of always thought, well, what could it rhyme with? Bennett. It was really weird. But it's actually based on a real person. It's actually based on a person called James Gordon Bennett Jr. Now, the surprising thing here, though, is that he was an American newspaper magnate, yeah, and one of those socialites, he'd go out partying and everything. But it's a term used in Britain, and this really surprised me because basically you would think, oh, if he's an American TV mag, that it would be an American expression, but no, apparently it's a British phrase and it's taken over in Britain. A lot of our American audience might never have heard it, where people go, "Oh, Gordon Bennett," you know. But yeah, so he was an American. Now, the reason it came about as a saying was because his behavior was so extravagant and outlandish, where he would throw parties and turn up pissed and late, and he would launch projects like he did the Gordon Bennett Cup, which was for ballooning and motor racing. And because he did so many weird and wonderful things and was such an extravagant chap, yeah, the British used Gordon Bennett as an exclamation, because it was associated with excess, surprise, and scandal.
Right.
So, because he was always in the papers, like he was such a household name, big for his outlandish behavior, and
But
that's where
not
it
in
came
not
from.
in America.
Say again.
Not in America.
But not in America. No, apparently in America. Now, if you are an American and you've heard this saying, please let us know in the comments. But in
Yeah.
Britain, we use Gordon Bennett. I don't think we use it as much as we used to, but there are people out there still using it in the UK. Yeah, but it's as a he. But the surprising thing is, nobody remembers who he really was, in historians and stuff. But his name lives on in basically us still saying, God, Gordon Bennett.
Isn't
It's mad. It's mad.
that is fascinating because we know that newspaper magnates
Yeah,
had so much influence on
yeah,
the world and still do, but there's very few that they would coined a phrase around him.
yeah.
Um, wow, that is very interesting. Oh yes,
Yeah,
so if you know about it, if you are American and they didn't know about Gordon Bennett or have a different take on it, then please let us know because this is what we're here for. Please like, subscribe, comment, and let us know what are the phrases that when you use them you think, where does that come from? So
yeah.
Gareth, thank you. Fascinating information. Look forward to the next one. You take care.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Bye.